Is he adorable or what? That is the sweet giggle of a happy, relaxed 3-year-old Chandler boy, and it's sure to bring a smile to your face this Wednesday morning. But while at the grocery store last week, his mom says another shopper lashed out at him, and as you can bet, it created a most uncomfortable moment. She posted about it on Facebook. Rachel Crawford says a woman scolded her 3-year-old boy who happens to be autistic, and so far he's nonverbal. Apparently he was scolded for screaming. The woman told him to shut up and then called him nothing but a brat. I know my mom squad over here. Your blood is boiling already. Gina's like, let me at her. Crawford says the boy saw a broken cookie on the floor and wanted to throw it in the trash but couldn't express when something is wrong. And now Crawford is urging others to remember you never know the full story. So give it a minute before you sound off when your opinion has not been requested. That post has got hundreds of people talking, weighing in on parenting in public.
You know, the holidays are here. Kids and behavior issues are certainly bound to come up, right, ladies?
Exactly. So to talk a little bit more about this morning, we have brought in the mom who posted this. This is Rachel Crawford, along with Dr. Ellie Izzo. She is a licensed counselor and creator of SetBeat, which is an app created to help people deal with emotionally charged situations. And I imagine, Rachel, this had to be one of them. Take us back. You were in a Whole Foods, correct?
Yes.
And take us back to that moment of what happened.
The moment was, it was stressful. I had both my babies with me. He's 3, Bradley, who the situation took place with, and then my 10-month-old.
Wow.
So, that as a mom, is
Your
a
hands are full.
high-stress situation anyway. And it was just a matter of, I need to feed my family. We got a full basket. Let's move through this fit and get to the checkout counter.
Sure.
And as we were coming around the corner, that's pretty much when the altercation took place. And I was stunned because I expected when I saw her and she was going towards him and going down because he was in the little car in the front of the basket. So some people stop and try to just encourage him to, smile or be happy or don't be sad, And I'm smiling, and she said what she said, and I was taken back. I didn't even know what to say, really. It was so shocking. And my first response was just that he's autistic. He doesn't understand. He doesn't understand what he's doing. And that was when she said he was a brat, nothing but a brat.
Wow.
And you were just, I couldn't even.
That's
I was
incredible.
shaking.
Adding the layer of revealing that he is on the spectrum there makes it even more infuriating that somebody would be so intolerant. But at that age, that kind of behavior, doctor, is normal. It happens. Yes. It happens in public spaces all the time. Trust us. I mean, we're on TV, and we have certainly had our kids act in a way that's embarrassing in public.
Oh, you can
and
count on it.
They know that that's
It
what's
still happens, right?
You can count on
I
it.
agree with
And if
that.
not in the grocery store, at least while you're on the telephone taking a phone call.
Yes.
So developmentally, yes, children will do that. In the situation here with your son, special needs child, what he was experiencing is called a sensory meltdown, which is more serious and way more meaningful than a petulant child having a temper tantrum. But nonetheless, special needs or not, these types of reactions are driven by elevated anxiety. So when a child acts out, whether it be a special need child having a sensory meltdown or a developing child just having a temper tantrum, these are grounded in feelings of anxiety that the child is having difficulty navigating through. Ironically, many onlookers also become anxious.
Oh, sure.
And what that lady did was an expression of her own unmet anxiety, uncomfortable with what was going on, maybe feeling out of control. And studies show that in humans, as anxiety elevates, so does expressions of anger.
Dr. Izzo, a question for you, because I also am a mother of a special needs child. Sorry.
No, that's okay.
I'm a crier anyway. So this one hits really close to home. We can't control what that lady did or what others are going to do. You were way more reserved than I would have been, and so I applaud you for that. But as mothers, how should we handle those situations when somebody lashes out at our children?
Yes. So when someone does that, you have to realize, consider the source and what's going on, and that lashing out is about the person who's doing it. It's not about you, it's not about your child, so do not take it personally, remember that. And then also set respectful boundaries where you can look the person in the eye and say, gee, I'm sorry, that's just not going to be very helpful right now, so I'm going to ask you to cease and desist. Just a regular, a respectful kind of boundary, rather than lowering yourself to the level of the acting out person.
And becoming more
Definitely.
confrontational.
Yes.
And we know they copy our behavior.
Which
so
will
that is
make
a
your
great way
child,
to
which will make your
Right.
child more anxious to see you start engaging like
to get
that.
riled
You have
up.
to set that example too.
Yes.
Well, thank you so much, ladies. And just to close, I imagine that you've gotten a great sense of comfort from the support that you've at least seen online, right?
It was amazing, the outpour of support and just even people just in the same that's been through situations similar. It was very heartwarming. The community definitely stepped in and
Most
had
people want to help.
Had my back.
You're not
You're
alone.
not alone. Our thoughts is happening.
Thank you, ladies.
Well, you give Bradley a hug for us.
Oh, I will.
Definitely.